Hi there, this is Antler, hanging out the roof on the goat shed here, looking at ways of fitting a knife handle to like a Viking Age knife. I've been content to drill out the antler on dozens and dozens of knives I've made, and I usually use antler, and I was showing away how I do it yesterday. Making a tapering hole, basically, what I usually do. Anyway, a good question come up on our site about on our page about why don't you just soak the antler? You know, why are you going to the lengths, or you didn't go, so why you go, like, why you don't have to do that, perhaps you can just soak it. So excellent question, why don't we have a go? So I've got a piece of antler that's not a lot of good for, it's like a half bit, but I thought that'd be good for a test because we can see inside how it goes, and perhaps being open as this, it might soak quicker. It's just a test. So this is going into some water now, just cold normal water, and see how it reacts. If it goes soggy enough to put a tang for it. This other bit is a different piece of antler, in that it's from a deer that was killed and then the antler taken. You know, perhaps it was run over somewhere or it's shot, you know, but you can feel it's denser. So the test on this bit would be, does an antler full of blood, basically, would that soak as good or at all? So that's going in. So look, you can see how much denser it is. It's gone straight to the bottom, and we'll see if that soaks in water. Perhaps it won't because it's got the blood in it. And this other bit here is like a knife shaped sort of piece that could be actually, you know, if it does go soggy, perhaps make a knife out of this one and put a tang right in it, because that's what it leads to, is can you actually tang a knife through soggy antler? So you can go in, and so you can see this one is not as dense as the blood ridden one, and somewhere between the two. So yeah, so we'll let them float and do their thing. And yeah, good question. Perhaps this can just answer a bit of curiosity that I've had. I've forgotten all about it really, but there's an older guy in the Kent Viking group or Saxon group that he used to walk around with one of this like naturally occurring U-shaped things on a long walking stick, much like a shepherd's crook that he uses to walk around with. He told me years ago that he soaked the antler and like fitted it to the end of a shaft, a wooden like ash stick or whatever he used. I think he still uses it now, I believe, and I think he's done more than one. And I found it interesting at the time, but didn't really, you know, change the way I do things, or I didn't, yeah, registered, but I didn't do anything about it. Anyway, so yeah, there's this fork here it reminded me of him, you know, basically. I don't know the guy's name. He's been in the reenactment for years and years. Yeah, so yeah, there's 3 test samples there. We'll let this sit now and see how it develops and what we can do with it. Yeah. So yeah, if anyone's got any other ideas on the videos I'm making, or any other input of their own they want to put in, share on our site, then please do. There's room for it, and you know, it's not all about me all the time. So you know, it's for the group to share. So yeah, that's enough on that. We'll see what happens to these bits of antler then over, I've got no idea, a couple of weeks, a day. We'll see how soggy they get, and see if we can tang a knife. Yeah. Cheers. Bye for now. I'll speak to you later. Bye.